Wisdompreneurs, it's your success strategist, Nick Billions, with 1% Wisdom Coaching and Consulting here, bringing you another value-filled customer case study video. The purpose of this video today is, as I've done in the other several videos before this, is to demonstrate the value of having a coach in your life. Doesn't matter what type of business you have, doesn't matter what industry you're in, doesn't matter what stage before, during, or post startup that you're in. If you are at a point where you're not making consistent flowing money, you're not at a point where your brand is getting known out there every day and is getting bigger and bigger and more trusted and more liked and more known, if you're not at a point where your profits are doubling every day, or every week, every month, every year, you're not at the point where you can just look in a direction and you can find your ideal customer. If any of these markings to you is something that you said that you're not doing right now, that you're having an issue with, that you're having a struggle with, you need a coach. And before you come to 1%wisdom.com and hire me as your coach, I want to give you some examples of what some other companies did when they went ahead and got off the sidelines, they took action, and they got a coach, and now they are handling business. So the company that we're going to talk about today is a cleaning company. It's ran by a woman and her children. It's run by a woman and her children, along with a few other associates and co-workers that they've hired along the way as well. The company started with just 2 people, and then they not quickly, but they gradually grew to a team of about 10 people, and they grew from just one house to about 10 houses that they take care of on a monthly basis. And her pain point was that she wanted to simply increase her residential clientele. And for that, she had received word of mouth from social media. She had been asking about, finding a coach, and someone brought my name up. She came to my page, liked it, commented, sent me a DM, and then here we are. Now we are in a business relationship where we now can simply work together to build her company the way that she envisions it. And the first thing that we started to do in the solution category is, first we had to remove that limitation in her head and let her know that you don't only just need to market to just the residential side of things. You need to market to both the residential and commercial side. Buildings need to be cleaned up too, right? So with that, you take care of 2 issues. 1, you're going to get more clientele, and 2, your revenue is going to massively grow, almost to an overwhelmingly point where you're going to have to slow down business to really get a grasp of what's going on once you start to get those commercial clients as well. Because once you get them, they're going to keep you. They're going to keep you around for years and years and years. One thing that businesses like to do, especially big corporations, is that when they find something that works, they like to stick to it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. They don't try to reinvent the wheel. They may modify a few things or whatever, and just to prevent wear and tear, but they like to keep things as they are if it works, especially if the price point works for them with the relationships that they set up with their outside vendors like a cleaning company. The next part of that solution process that we helped them to do and showed them how to do in this 3-session package that she has set up was that we told her about content creation. You got to get out here today, and you have to expose your creative juices. It doesn't mean doing these little silly dance challenges, lip syncing to the trending song right now or anything like that, or lip syncing to any of these random sound bites just to get a few clicks or whatever. But it's truly about real business content creation that is solely focused on showing your future customers what it is that you do, how well that you do it, and why they need to hire you and get in touch with you. All right. It helps the whole sales process to go smooth without you really having to say anything and sit there and try to pitch people. So one thing that we had them to do were some before and after shots of controlled areas in different clientele's houses. And also, of course, we told them that for the security of everything, to let them know that they're going to do content for that purpose. And in exchange for that, they'll give them, if they book If they book 1 or 2 sessions ahead of their current clients, they'll give them a discount for them to take some before and after shots of how their house looks when it's cleaned. Also, next, we had them to talk to different industry leaders that were related or were in need of cleaning services. One in particular are realtors. Realtors do open houses. They have access to all these houses. These houses potentially pretty much belongs to the realtor until the realtor sells it. They have control of their house until said point. And the one thing that a realtor has to do that a lot of people don't realize that realtors do is that they clean their own houses for open houses. But what about reaching out to a realtor and letting them know that all you need to do is sit back and show it and be pretty? Let us do the cleaning for you, and we'll just pay us, and you just do what you need to do is be a realtor. All right, let the cleaning people be the cleaning people. Next we had them to get a little bit more creative. It's a little bit more. It is still modernized, but it's a little bit more kind of old school. Direct mail postcards. All right, we showed them how to set up a direct mail postcard campaign where you reach out to certain zip codes, you reach out to certain businesses, you reach out to certain residents in certain areas, and you build your clientele from there. So we show them how to go through that process. We show them exactly how to set up an automation system where they can receive leads and reach out to these people one by one and set up their cleaning needs and apply to their cleaning needs based on like a survey or a questionnaire that they answer. Next and lastly, we show them about what's considered a gold mine if you have the right path to do it and you have the right coaching to know how to do what you need to do to get there. And that is simply government contracts for cleaning services. It does exist. So with that, that's the end of this video right here. Very short, straight to the point. But if you did find value to this and you have a certain business that is similar to cleaning services, or you have any type of business at all that is just now getting to the startup phase, that is in the middle of the startup phase where you're starting to make sales, but you haven't quite jumped over that hump yet to get out of the red, or you're in a post-startup phase where you're at a position where things were going good, you had a good break, but then you also had a long winter as well, where the hotness of your sales slowed down, and you just couldn't figure out why. It just did. It could have been seasonal. It could have been that you just didn't reach out to enough customers. It could have been that you just didn't have enough money to market and advertise to, or you just did not have the right system or systems to keep things moving. What you need to do to resolve that is go to 1%wisdom.com today and hire me as your coach. All right. And here's a bonus offer to sweeten the deal for you guys. At the time of this video, what we are still offering is that for new signees, when you sign up for at least a 2-session package or more, we would give you an additional 30-minute coaching session on top of the package that you sign up for absolutely free. Because what we want to do is that we want to solidify a new relationship with you. We want to let you know that Rome was not built in a day, neither will one session do it. You're going to need 3, 4, 5, maybe even up to 10 plus sessions. And that's not me trying to pitch you or anything. That is me giving you the reality of how business works. All right. Nothing will happen quick. It is a journey. It is a process, and you have to go through it. You have to understand what you need to do to maintain it, and then you also have to be in a position where you can eventually put yourself out of your own business with no participation on your end, and you can start to hire teams, and you can start to be the overseer, the executive of your business, so that it can really thrive the way that you envision it to be. All right. So other than that, just take 30 quick seconds for this video. Like it, comment your thoughts below. Tell me what type of business that you have, what type of issues you have, and also do not forget to subscribe to 1% Wisdom Coaching and Consulting, however that you found this video. Until we meet again, it is your success strategist, Nick Billions, and remember, you're just one coaching session away from discovering your highest potential. I'll see you in the next one.